welcome to Shalon. It is High Priestess Vanda Hay coming to you with another video. Today we will be talking about transcendence, right, and heaven. Now, of course, we made a video previously about heaven, but this time we really want to talk about transcendence, which is like how people go to heaven and how it's seen like across different religions and different beliefs, and kind of put that into perspective. As we worship in spirit and truth, we understand that there are many different theories out there, and even though we do personally believe in the Bible, worshiping in spirit and truth, and my understanding personally is definitely understanding what is out there. Okay, so there's such a thing called a light body, okay? So across many religions and mystical systems, a light body means a spiritual body, a non-physical form, a body made of energy and divine light, transformed state that is like enlightenment or death, after enlightenment or death, okay? It does not mean a person literally turns into light necessarily. Different religions, traditions, cultures, and in different times it's been described differently. So let's kind of look at that. So in Christianity teaches us that resurrection bodies and transfiguration, not literal energy beings. So Jesus had a transfiguration in Matthew 17, where Jesus' face shone like the sun and his clothes became white as light. Then he had a resurrection body in 1 Corinthians 15, 40-44, where believers received a glorified body after death, immortal, spiritual, and full of light. Elijah and Enoch were both taken to heaven without dying, symbolizing transformation. Christianity sees this as spiritual, not physical shrinking or disappearing. Okay? However, in Buddhism teaches about a rainbow body. Okay, this is like especially in Tibetan practices. The rainbow body belief is as followed. Some enlightened monks allegedly shrink after death. Their bodies become lighter and sometimes leave behind only hair or nails, and the body dissolves into light completely. They say it's not been scientifically proven, but if you look into that, you do see that it takes between 40 and 60 years of only loving vibration, like literally only loving, positive vibration. Thoughts of love, feelings of love. That's the way those people transcended, allegedly. Now, in Hinduism and yogis speak of the body of light, the Divya Sharira. This is achieved through meditation, breath control, and mastery over the mind, ultimately enlightenment, okay? Advanced yogis are said to glow, to radiate heat or light, or appear smaller during deep samadhi, and they leave very small remains after death. Okay. In African and indigenous beliefs, many African spiritual systems teach that ancestral spirits appear as bright beings. Shamans can leave their body, shape-shifting into light or mist, or shrinking occurs during spiritual trance, which is a non-physical thing. Native American and Amazonian tribes also describe light forms transforming during vision quest, but again, that's symbolic. Okay, so Islamic beliefs, Islam does not teach human turning into light bodies, but it does say the angels are made of light, and jinn, which are the demons for Islamic culture, are made of smokeless fire. Some prophets shined, which is called nur. Okay, when the believer dies righteous, their soul becomes light, purified, and not physical. And the New Age mystical beliefs are that the systems speak of an astral body, an etheric body, or Merkaba light body, 5D ascension, energy density shifting. People say that they feel lighter, vibrating, expanding, or shrinking during meditations. These are spiritual experiences. Okay? Science take on, can humans actually turn into light or shrink? They say no. They say a human cannot physically turn into light, dissolve, shrink into energy, or vanish into higher dimensions. Why? Because human bodies are made up of atoms, and energy cannot hold human structure. So shrinking below biological limits is impossible. However, science does confirm that people can feel like they are shrinking or expanding during meditation, near-death experiences, trauma, sleep paralysis, disassociation, mystical states, or deep prayer. This is a brain perception phenomena. Now, psychological experiences of shrinking, there is a known neurological sensation called AIWS, which is Alice in Wonderland syndrome, where people feel that their body gets smaller and their limbs can change size and the room expands or shrinks inward. This happens during migraines, sleep transitions, seizures, spiritual experiences, high emotion sensory overload, but again, no shrinking. So where did this idea come from? Ancient people saw sages glowing, prophets transfiguring, monks shrinking after death, visions of bright beings, near-death encounters, and with light. So they believed enlightened being becomes beings of light. This is a part of Jewish mysticism, Christian mysticism, Tibetan Buddhism, Hindu yogi, Islamic Sufi mysticism, and African ancestral beliefs as well. So, I mean, though they say allegedly it can't be done, that's also many encounters of people who have said that they have witnessed this, or, you know, we've seen the people before and after. There are pictures of this as well. If you do decide to do some research into that, there are different aspects of that happen throughout different cultures. And again, you know, scientists may be forming their thesis on things that they actually saw with their own eyes sometimes. And we must understand that just because an American scientist may think one thing, that's not to say that it wasn't happening or it hasn't been seen or it's not a thing. I would say just do your research, worship in spirit and truth, and what you believe is what you believe. You know what I mean? Me personally, I do believe that it is a thing that you can, you know, have a lighter body, and being that our spirits have weight. So even if you can't have a light body necessarily, like they're saying, your soul has weight to it. Because whenever people die, scientists have discovered that whenever people die, their body becomes lighter whenever their spirit leaves them. So anyway, I hope this was interesting and I hope this was enlightening. That being said, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Stay blessed, never stressed, with much peace, much power, much love, much light, and of course, much joy. See you guys next time.